He's like, man, how am I going to raise my kid in this kind of society? What am I going to do to help take care of my children? Because as a father's role, our main role is what? To protect our kids and our family, right? We're the protector, the provider. How am I going to raise my kid in this time, in this generation? What kind of an example am I going to be? It's... one of the key points in knowing about that is thinking, how am I going to protect him? To protect him physically, to protect him emotionally, spiritually, for mental harm? What am I going to do? I have 2 biological children of my own. I have 2 that I adopted. Me and my wife have been foster parents. For many years we were foster parents. And I have a couple even kids or a couple of people that call us mom and dad, that kind of like my non-displacement kids, I guess you call them, that just we helped raise since they were little. And knowing all these kids and looking back and saying, what kind of a father have I been? And in raising them then is so much different than even now. Knowing how am I going to take care of things? Things have changed so much since we've grown up. I remember my father saying, when he used to discipline us, of course back in that day, disciplining that had to do with going up behind the woodshed. The tree branches wasn't, they would break too easy. We had a hard backside, so it was 5 of us boys. But my dad did his best to raise us. But every time he had to go discipline us, he always had this saying, he'd say to us, this is going to hurt me more, it's going to hurt you. And that's what we thought. Until that one day that I heard it was my brother Dan that he disciplined for something he had done that was quite outstanding. And afterwards he looked back at my father and he saw tears running down his face. I never quite understood that growing up until I became a father. You never want to hurt your own children. In things you say, you do, in ways that you walk, and your example in life. But knowing that you do have to discipline them. Because without that discipline, then, as the word says, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Too many children today have been spared on that rod, and now society is dealing with a bunch of spoiled kids. But raising a kid in a time, in a generation when the world's falling apart. As a dad, my kids as well as many others have called me, father. And I was truly blessed that after, when I was 13, my father passed away. He went to heaven. But my blessing came the day after I met my wife, and we got married, and I was brought into a new family.
That's right.
I consider it an honor to call you father. You're not my father-in-law. You're my dad. And knowing that, to be a father is more than just being someone who's biological.
That's right. Yeah.
To be a father is to be someone who's willing to step up and help raise someone up. To teach them the Word of God, the standards that God has put before us, the exampleship. That's what it means to be a father. No matter what, if the world's falling apart, the biggest thing is to be a dad. A dad is someone who loves, no matter what, who forgives, who proclaims you as their own, who accepts you no matter what. No matter how many mistakes you make, the dad's still there.